Hello, welcome back to the Care in Conversation studio, live from the Care Show in Birmingham. And our sponsor this year is Cornerstone Care Solutions, but we are here with Big Ian.
How do you do?
I'm all right, thank you.
I'll tell you what, it's great to be back here. Always great to be back.
Both of us, ever performers, before this we were like, oh, we're so tired.
No, I don't know that at all. Surely, no, not the fact that our eyes have got a different postcode to the front of our faces. No, we're fresh as daisies.
It's fine, we're all good, yeah.
Day two.
You push through. Only, an hour and a half to go. Have you got any more to do today?
I've got absolutely nothing to do.
Good, yeah.
I'm just going to go around and have a big crack with people and just, have a good talk and catch up with some people I haven't seen. I've actually only gone around the place in the last 2 hours. I was so busy yesterday, from like opening the show in the keynote theatre right through to closing the after show party, and I never had a minute to just wander around and smell the roses. So that's what I've done today, and I intend to do it with the rest of today.
Last time we talked in London, you were quite excited about the 30 under 30. Was that here or was that in London?
That was here.
That was here, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So the 30 under 30 was yesterday. Oh, it was amazing. Just really, really good to see people who have been given an opportunity and support to develop. And what's happening is we're getting young people who are coming up with innovative ideas, who are managers, who are deputies, who are head of people and everything. They're just like 30 people yesterday. Incredible. And we need to show these people to kids in schools, because there's a lot of kids in school work hard, get the results, and then just go, what next? Or they go to university and they get a good degree, and then they think, right, I'm going to work in Wetherspoons or Aldi. And think, really? Why did I do a degree?
Yeah.
Why am I 40 grand in debt?
And if you join the care sector, if you're good and you're up for it, 3-5 years you could be a manager. Yeah. You're earning good money.
Well, there were some amazing people yesterday, and it means a lot to me because, of course, I was a teacher for 20 years, and then I've come into care, and it just is a nice fit because you see these young people, and they really were amazing, and the people who nominated them were just, you could see the hearts almost bursting out their chests. It's a glorious thing. Yeah. Glorious thing.
Nice. You recently did a podcast with Paul Blaine.
I did.
Behind the Briefcase.
As did you. And I tell you what, I've really enjoyed it. I have had a lot of people message me. Because on paper and everything, if you look at what I've done over my life, it looks like it's been a career. But I really have just careered through life. No plan, no idea, what am I going to be in 5 years' time. But do you know what? At 55, looking back on it, it looks a lot of fun. It also looks like the reason I've got grey hair. But, it really has a lot of fun. And I have had a lot of fun. It's been wonderful.
I think, we don't often slow down enough, do we? And just sort of take stock of things that we've done. And the things we've done are the things we've done.
Well,
and you are who you are, yeah?
I think when you have your own business, your nose is against the painting from when you get up to when you go to bed. Everyone said, the joy of working for yourself is you can choose which 18 hours a day you want to work. And so your nose is pressed against that painting, and you never get a time to step back and see the brushstrokes, because other people see what you do, but you rarely do because you're in it. And I thought doing that podcast, certainly for me, and I dare say for you as well, was an opportunity to step back from the paint and go, do you know what, this isn't a bad little picture, this.
Yeah.
And it made me feel really nice. I thought it was and I took the time.
Yeah, it was a really nice
just to do nout and just talk.
Yeah.
It was really, really lovely.
Yeah, I found it was close to my 40th birthday, and it was really nice to just sort of have that moment. It was like a nice little therapy session I had.
To be close to your 40th birthday.
So it's nice. It was nice. It's good. So what else has been sticking out to you over the course of the show?
Well, the big thing has been this campaign. It's not just care, it's my career. It's a thing that we've created over the summer. We've been all around the country with a green screen studio, me and my friend Alex, and we've met 150 people living and working in care, and we're wanting to get this campaign into schools, into colleges, into universities to show people that this is a career path. This is a place where you can have loads of opportunities, loads of development, where places can pick their own and grow their own. and it's playing on every screen in Care Show, one of the promos. There's going to be hundreds of little short films for TikTok, for Instagram, for Facebook. We're going to get out there. We're going to put it on every screen, in local authorities, in community centres, in libraries. We're hitting the media next week. But a campaign is useless if it's just on my MacBook. It's amazing if it's shared and if people comment and if people say, right, get behind this, get behind this, get behind this. Because the plan is to take it out there so it's an ongoing movement, so that we go up to Scotland and we go and meet a lot of people in Scotland. Then we go to meet a lot of people just specifically in home care, just specifically in supported living. And then we can create it so it's a swell, it is a movement. It's not just a campaign. And it's got a call to action. The call to action is, right, get in touch with these people. And some companies have got behind this, and the website's called itsnotjustcare.co.uk, and we're going to be celebrating beautiful things that happen that aren't just keeping people safe, warm and well fed, but are making a difference and changing people's lives. It's a beautiful thing, and I've just shown a couple of the short films in the Keynote Theatre, and there were more than a few glassy eyes in there, because I do make people laugh, make people cry and make people think.
It's a sector that's not short of a good story or two, is it?
Oh, the stories everywhere. And the joy of this campaign is it also features 80-year-olds, 90-year-olds, people with learning disabilities, Down syndrome, everything. We've got people, we've got voices. It's like a 360 of care. Everybody working back in the office, in marketing, in recruitment, in the kitchens, in the laundry, in housekeeping, everybody hands-on and in the back room. And we've captured it all, and I can't wait to get it out there. I'm so proud of it, and it's kept me incredibly focused over the summer.
So why, going back to the sort of start of it, when you decided to start this campaign, like how did it come about? Were you sort of, was it over a few beers in the pub or something? Yeah,
no,
where did it
not
come
at all.
from?
I got sick coming to Care Show all the time, and everyone talking about recruitment and attrition and retention, and I just thought, do you know what? Why don't somebody do something that's real, that speaks to people? Some of these big campaigns that the government get behind and spend hundreds of thousands of pounds on. I'm sorry, every day is different. Can I be honest? Every day is different, whatever you are. Right? Whatever you are, every day is different. And I'm sorry, if that's the best you can do with a huge budget, well, I'm sorry, we're going to get people to put a bit of creativity who get it, who understand what it's like living with dementia, who understand what it's like, with young people with learning disabilities, whatever, who understand what it's like for their families and everything like that. So I see it as my job as somebody to translate and put complicated problems into simple terms with a call to action, and do it with a very, very limited budget. But I tell you what, if the government don't get behind some of this and share some of this, they're missing a trick, because it's bob on. The people I brought in on this are magic. They are magic. Their hearts, the passion, the care, how much they love the people they care for, just leaps off the screen.
So how would a care organisation, if someone's watching this from a care organisation or works in care and recruitment, what do they need to do? How can they
Well, it's going to be all over this website, but it's all going to be all over social media. If you use the hashtag, it's not just care. Follow me on LinkedIn, Big Ian Donaghy, but we're going to get into organisations. So if you think about it, say you've got a setup like Barchester, Sue Heath there today, you've got thousands and thousands of people there. All the home care people. You get it into there, you get them to share it, because it's got no brand on it. It's all about what care is, how we can change people's lives, and what it can bring to you. And so it's open to everybody to use, free. And the more we get it out, the more it'll change the way people look at care, because you can't be what you can't see. And if you see somebody who's 25, who's a young man, who's a manager of a care home, and he looks really cool and really funky, and just he looks like the lads that you were with at school. And you think, well, what's he doing being a manager of Care Home?
Yeah.
And what's she doing? You know, somebody who's young and has got loads about them. You just think, what? I wouldn't say you do that.
Well, I met someone today who started off as a support worker in learning disabilities and now is the CEO of a giant company.
I know. Pick your own, grow
Yeah.
your own. And that's the thing with Care. There really is a thing where you develop your people. You polish rough diamonds, right? Because I think in a lot of other jobs, what happens is this. You go to an interview, and if you're good at interviews, you say, I'm going to do A, B and C. I know this used to happen in teaching all the time. Turn up and say, I'm going to do A, B and C. Start doing A. You haven't got on to B and C, but then you go for another job interview. You go in there and you say, oh, I'm really good, I'm all about this. And then you say, what you go and do? You go, I'm going to do D, E and F. And then they start doing D, but don't do E and F. Then they move on to the next job, successful in that interview, and say, I'm going to do G, H and I. And then you go, and before you know it, they've got to Z, and they've only got about 6 letters. They don't know much. So what you're going to have then, in many, many businesses, are people who are at the top who haven't got a clue what they're doing. And that is a frightening state of affairs. Whereas in Care, a lot of people, you go from this role, to this role, to this role, to this role. One of the care managers I was talking to on the campaign, she said, I'm a cook, I'm a cleaner, I make beds, I hold people's hands when they die. It says manager, but if you do like a drop down, it's got all these roles, and that's all the things she's ever done. And you know what? Even though she's got the big badge, she'll still make a bed.
Yeah.
She'll still do all the personal care. She'll still hold somebody's hands as they're dying. And that is the wonderful thing about Care. It's hands-on. It's hearts-on, right? A lot of the companies that we deal with here don't necessarily have a head office. They have a heart office, and they're the best ones because they care for the people in front of them and the people alongside them.
Yeah. Nice, very inspiring words as ever, Ian, as ever. I have a final question for you.
I'm terrified, man. Like, seriously, I don't even know why you even bother with that farce of a meaningful interview before. Because you just think that it's all it is a catalyst
to lead
to get
up
to
to
a daft
to
question.
the dodgy question.
Gun on, man. Gun on.
You ready? I reckon you might know the answer to this already, but we'll see. If you were a biscuit, what type of biscuit would you be?
If I was a biscuit.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Right.
I just love the contemplation it draws
right,
from
yeah,
people,
yeah, yeah.
this
Because
question.
I'm just thinking about it. Well, to be right, I love a Tunnocks caramel wafer.
Okay.
Right, and the owners of Tunnocks
and
helped
the
me at Christmas.
red and gold.
Yeah, beautiful. I love one of those because they just give you memories. That's memories of my nana's house. That's memories of ours, and that's a beautiful thing. And at Christmas, Tunnocks get behind Christmas presents in York, and we put them in every hamper. But if I was really a biscuit, I love bourbon creams.
Yeah.
Right, but I've seen some really big bourbon creams that are specialist things. Because, can I be honest, a bourbon cream isn't a thing because you have a packet of bourbon creams. And I actually see that as one serving.
Yeah, serving.
One serving.
Serving.
And so one of those giant bourbon creams, I'd be happy with that. That'll be me.
Yeah, nice. Dipping in tea?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, in oat milk?
They do what? I'd leave it in too long. No, you always dunk your biscuits. Always dunk your biscuits.
How do you feel about if you fly too close to the sun? You know, obviously no one does this with intention, but your biscuit breaks off.
Oh, come on, man.
What are you doing with it? Spoon in and eating it?
Oh, come on. A life without risk is mere existence. We need to just go, red wire, blue wire. And do you know what? We are not averse. We are not above getting that tea. And then, instead of just drinking it like that, I'm afraid if there has been any detritus left in it, you've got to go for the big swig.
Yeah, you got to do it.
And that's what we do.
Standard, yeah.
Why would you not?
Exactly. Yeah. So, but apparently only you, me, and Nadra agree.
Well, I tell you what, the rest of the world, idiots. Idiots.
Yeah, you got if you go through that pack of bourbons, and at least one of them, you don't have to go and eat it really quickly. You know, you're doing something wrong. You're not risking enough.
Can I be honest? I think we've realised that what we do for a living isn't really what we are true experts in, and we've spent the real 10,000 hours on dunking and eating biscuits.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say talking SHIT. But there you go.
Oh, man.
Thanks as ever, Ian.
Lovely
nice
to
see
talk
you.
to you.
Enjoy the rest of your
Lovely to
day.
have your guys here. Absolutely brilliant.
Thanks,
Top man.
Ian. Cheers.
Bless you. All the best.
Bye-bye.
Bless you.
We'll be back shortly.